So we're at Giordano's Vintage Motors, where the rare and unusual sometimes turns up, and this is definitely one of them. We have a friend of ours here helping us show off our 1957 LaDawri Karmann Ghia. Let's start out with one of the hydraulic elements of the car. Go ahead. Got to turn the key and then she'll go up. So this is the power actuated deck lid. It's a rear engine LaDawri, which is the first British Columbia car company, certainly the first British Columbia Canadian fiberglass car company with a single port VW. We assume it's the original Karmann Ghia motor from 1957. It runs great. Should we try firing this thing off? Is it in gear? Let's see if we can just turn that ignition key and she'll go. How about if I accelerate a bit? Actually a really good running engine. It's been some recent work to it, runs great. The LaDawri is a kit car. Let's try putting that thing down. It's a kit car that was available to be put on American car bodies in the 40s and 50s and Volkswagen car bodies. There's the hydraulic. Now the front hood has a similar hydraulic ram, which we purchased like from the early 50s Chrysler convertible power top ram. It's electrically actuated. So that we're not going to try that. Well, let's try the other switch. See what she does. Let's keep on going. There's the front hood of our LaDawri. That's all. Let's kind of take a look at the mechanism. So we have what looks like kind of a Volkswagen or galvanized fuel tank, and then there's the actuating piece from a convertible top mechanism. Of course, the hydraulic master cylinder. And then we don't quite know what this is other than a place to store your bolts and crap. The other thing this car has is very interesting. It has an adjustable front suspension. We'll let her go down again. And actually, let's go up again. We're going to show the adjustable front suspension. This is prior to the lowrider days in the 50s, where somebody put an access panel in here. Oh, shoot. And you can see we've got a big motor actuating the front end. Actually lowers, it goes up and goes down. One of the pins is unconnected. We haven't actually even tried it yet. But that's what we were told this has. It's adjustable ride height for the car to lower the body onto the suspension. So very interesting little custom here. So we'll put that down again. Got somebody helping, which is really nice. Actually really good. Hold it. Oh. Let's go up again. Okay, we'll try that. Excellent. So, and if you want to be out of the video, so the front and rear of this car have been modified. The nose has been modified from a standard LaDawri. We can see it looks kind of like a Ferrari GTO or God knows what it is, but the owner has modified that a little bit. See, the door fit is actually quite nice. See the interior with a wood wheel, and the doors actuate really nicely, nice heavy duty hinges. The LaDawri was typically put on an American car. This one has got a terrific condition frame, underbody. It's just not a rusty car. So it's got some vintage, we think they're Porsche 914 seats. Those are a little bit too new. You can see very good hardware throughout. So our plan is to work on the interior a little bit, dress it up. But a very stylish car. You can see the rear tail fins have been modified to look like a 55 Packard. Indeed, we use our Packard Clipper, I believe, tail lamp. The bumpers have been beautifully fared in. Again, a custom piece that wasn't available with the stock LaDawri, but very nice work. You know, you can see the 50s Corvette sort of body line here. So this is like no other LaDawri in the world, to be honest with you. Very, very long hood. For a rear engine car, that's about the longest front hood on a rear engine car I've ever seen. So you can see a very unusual car. We have a couple of old Porsches here as a point of comparison. They're spiritual brethren being air-cooled. But you can see it's a pretty neat looking car. Crazy enough, this car probably would be vintage eligible because of its 57 year. Thank you. We've heard enough of that motor. You know, the old paint's been on here a long time. I've done a bit of touch-up. And one of our guys here, Dan, came in and just went into this one fender and just did a quick cut and polish on it with some like 400 to 800 paper and then polish and wax, and it looks great. So this paint is definitely savable. Again, you can't really tell. So the one thing we'll be doing is cleaning up some areas like this, redoing the interior, putting some carpeting and making it look like a 50s custom that it is. Back here is a little panel, could be cleaned up, and that's the battery actuation motor for the rear actuated hydraulic. Some electrical, modern electrical stuff here a little bit. Again, the wiring, everything seems to work pretty well. You can see the panel, which really needs to be finished off with aluminum or masonite panels, carpeting, vinyl or something. Parking brake works, steers, turn signals, brakes, it all works, it runs. And the most unusual car you could ever probably hope to drive. So again, if you want to see us on the web, www.giocars.com. Thanks for listening. Bye.